And it's Floyd in at the 5, down low. And for the Rockets, we've got Thorpe. Kukoc is out there with Thunder. Then there's Bosch. And it's Walter in at the 3, the small forward. I think we know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
So, RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500, 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it.
They set the screen. No coverage that time.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Thunder. Bosch, the screen. Rocket 6. Here's Thunder. Pass to Bosch. Stolen. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Phelps. It's blocked. Outside, Kukoc. The kick out to Bosch. Three-pointer. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Magina the pass to Harris. Here's the Cobra. For the 3. And Thorpe pulls it down. The Cobra's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. A jump hook, and the shot goes in.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Floyd, covered by Thorpe. Over to the wing. Here's Phelps. Phoenix, no good that time either. And here are the Rockets. Here's Thorpe. Pass to Walter. Kukoc, a screen on Harris. Here's Walter. They grab their own miss. Bosch, that's for 2. Misses the jumper.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Harris passes to Floyd. Back to Harris. Over Kukoc. It's deflected. Down low, here's Bosch. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Harris passes to Medina. Here's the Cobra. To the middle, 6 to shoot. Looking to end the run. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well. Cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the game right now. RJ, we know that the Suns missed the playoffs for about a decade, but now they seem to be getting some traction. How do you view them?
I view them as a team that's in transition. Obviously, they have Devin Booker, the homegrown star. The guy has blossomed there in front of everyone's eyes, and after that finals run, they've really been searching. He's the last player there, but whenever you have Kevin Durant on your team, you are always on the verge of something special. You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Here's Thunder. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Suns. Here's the Cobra. 5 points in the game. Floyd passes to the Cobra. Here's Thorpe. Out left to the wing. Outside Bosch. Houston moving the ball around. Pass to Thunder. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Here's Floyd. Still without a basket. Here's the Cobra, guarded by Kukoc. Here's B-Train. Here's the Cobra in the corner. It's Harris. Shot clock at 6. With the shot, it's deflected, and he's able to get it back. That ties the game. 8 points for the Cobra. The Rockets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. There's the pick. Here's Thunder. A rebound by the franchise.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Pass to the Cobra. Takes it inside to the paint. Floyd. That's tipped. Here's Thunder. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
And the Suns making a change here. Erickson's checked in. Here's Floyd. Hasn't made one yet. Tipped away. Shot clock at 5. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Tommy, who's checked in for Houston.
For your Rockets, number 46.
Just 4 to shoot.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea. And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Harris passes to the Cobra. Takes the 3. And Thorpe pulls it down. Thorpe's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bosch, the screen. Here's Tiny. Nails the wide-open jump shot. And the Rockets lead by 2. Phoenix has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And the Suns call time. Medina the pass to the Cobra. Fires the 3. Hands it from downtown. The Cobra's got 11.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
Here's Walter. Pass to Thorpe. Here's Walter. Guarded by Harris. And the dunk by Bosch.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Floyd passes to Medina. Now here's Erickson. The 3. And they'll get another chance. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good on the triple. Houston in the lead. Here's Kukoc. Here's Thorpe. Drops in the layup for 2.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Harris with it. Still yet to score. Here's the pick. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
The Rockets making a switch here. Lemons checked in, and Phoenix also making a switch. Larkin, he's checked in for Erickson. And Harris drops them both. And as disappointing as the Suns' first-round exit was last year, RJ, this team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns core group had some growing pains in that first season, but look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
Now here's Che, pass to B-Train. The 19-foot shot, it's rebounded by Houston. Thorpe's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Nice follow-through on the fadeaway. Thorpe's got his second basket.
Taking full advantage of a gap in the mid-range coverage.
Harris outside. To the inside. Here's Floyd. And Thorpe pulls it down. Thorpe's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Tiny. Outside Bosch. This one for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. And it's a 6-point Houston lead.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Back to Jay. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Houston leading by 4. Outside Bosch. Pass to Lemon. And the 3 off target.
2 minutes remaining.
Well, Phoenix shooting only around 32% so far in this one. The offense looking a bit off kilter. Harris a screen on Bosch. Inside. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Houston's gone 2 of 5 from 3-point land here in the first quarter. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter. The Prophet passes to Bosch. Here's Lemon on deep. And it's Floyd with the rebound. Floyd's got 5 rebounds tonight. Harris outside. Pass to B-Train. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Doncic is checked in for Bosch. Boomer comes in for Walter. And it's Kukoc in for Boomer. Erickson's checked in for Phoenix. Insanity comes in for the Cobra. Here's Tiny. Another miss by Houston. Tiny's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Insanity the pass to Erickson. Now Che. Good ball movement here by the Suns. A 3-ball. Scored the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Kukoc. He has yet to score. Harris against Doncic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And that's now 6 points for the closer.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Here's Kukoc. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And that does it for the first quarter. Suns lead by 5. Stay with it. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Doncic out there with garbage man. Then it's Kukoc, and it's Boomer, and it's Boomer in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Here's Erickson. It's rebounded by Houston. Kukoc just got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the paint. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
Rockets ball.
Doncic against Harris. Doncic kicks to Kukoc. Launches it. It's hauled in by Harris. And here's Larkin. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Insanity. Harris outside. 5 on the clock. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
Lemon surveying the floor. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Personal foul.
And you hear Richard about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim, but that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high-flying in-rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
Thunder's checked in for the Rockets. The franchise is checked in for the Suns. Harris, good. And the Rockets with possession here. They trail by 7. Here's Thunder, covered by Che. Here's the screen. Here's Thunder. Thunder. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Erickson outside. Pass to Harris from outside the arc, and it's blocked. Here's Lemon. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
He's not going to back down from anyone. Got to commend the fearless attitude right there.
The Suns have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Shea outside. Doncic against Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Shake and Bake. Intercepted. And here's the fast break. Here's Lemon. And he hits it to tie the game up. Lemon's got 7.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Erickson with a screen on Doncic. Harris against Doncic. For 3. And again, it's the Suns missing. Rockets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Thunder passes to Lemon. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Walter, he's checked in for Doncic. And for the Suns, Floyd comes in for Shake and Bake. And it's Insanity in for Larkin. Doncic is checked in for Boomer. Pass to Erickson. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Erickson with a screen on Doncic. Here's Insanity. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Insanity's got himself on the board with 3 there. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
And it's Thunder missing. The Suns leading. Here's Insanity. Erickson outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And he's got his first free throw of the game. Free throw good from Erickson.
Shooting for Phoenix. Erickson. 2 shots.
And so Erickson nails both of them. Here's Thunder. Doncic outside. Here's Walter. Guarded by Erickson. Out to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Thunder. And the layup is good. Thunder's got 4 points this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Floyd. Scoreless thus far. For 3, Harris. Phoenix, no good that time either. Rockets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. The Prophet passes to Thunder. Knocked loose. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's the franchise. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
Pass to Walter. Here's Thunder. 6 points for him. To the inside. Great. He gets it in there. Garbage Man's got his first basket of the night.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Here's Insanity. And the foul called on Thunder. That's his first foul. And the Rockets making a change here. Thorpe's checked in. B-Train's checked in for the Suns.
Substitution on the board.
Here's the franchise. Guarded by Kukoc. The franchise passes to Harris. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Yeah, it's such a sweet 3-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. He's checked in for Houston. Erickson's checked in for the Suns. Larkin comes in for Insanity. Here's Lemon. 9 points in the game so far. To the middle. Here's Thorpe. A slam dunk by Thorpe.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Erickson. Here's Floyd. And that one comes up a bit short.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next 2 years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
The first one falls. Second free throw, no good. Phoenix has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Erickson outside. Has to be trained. Another 3 for Phoenix.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Shot from free throw range. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from the Prophet.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Back to Jay. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Suns have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Skinny, he's checked in for Erickson. Larkin hits them both. Rockets trail by 4. Here's Lemon. He's got 9. Pass to Doncic. Here's Walter. Guarded by Bledsoe. They get it back. Good on the bucket. That's now 8 points for the great one.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Agena the pass to Ford. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Houston. Pass to Thunder. Here's Walter. Doncic feeling it out. Here's Walter. 7 points in the game. Stolen by Bledsoe. Fast break. Here they come. Here's the franchise, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Boomer, he's checked in for the Rockets. And a change for the Suns. Insanity, he's checked in for Larkin. On the free throw, no good. Rockets trail by 4. Doncic passes to Thunder. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. So it's Phoenix now, following the score by Houston. Insanity, the pass to Bledsoe. Clock at 4. The Suns need to get a shot off. Thorpe against Bledsoe. On the wing, Doncic. Here's Thunder. 8 points for him. He nails it. And we're tied up. Thunder's got 8 points in the quarter.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here's Insanity. Has to be trained. Here's the franchise. Agena the pass to Insanity. Here's the franchise. He gets that one. The franchise has got 6 points. Here is Boomer. Nothing on the board. Pass to Thunder. And it's Floyd with the rebound. Floyd's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Insanity. To the left wing. Here's the floater. Got a piece of it. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Trailing by 2. Thorpe, the pass to Thunder. Here's the screen. Puts it up from 12. Connects. The jumper drops. 12 points for him.
Okay, that's on the defense. You got to show more fight if you want to stop him.
Pass to the franchise. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the half. And Thorpe pulls it down. Thorpe's got 11 rebounds in the game. Over Bledsoe, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Thorpe's got 6 in the quarter. Phoenix has gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Pass to the franchise. Here's B-Train, guarded by Doncic. Here's Insanity, down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Walter. He's got 7. Lets it go from deep. Doncic with the bucket. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Houston on top, leading by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Toyota Center.
50.